so we're gonna well, actually, let's see. So the next mission, hold up, let me untrack this one because that's way high level for me right now. What is this? Basic Theater Lesson Number 13. A hand copied book. Amateur to Thespian, a minstrel's guide to performance arts. The lesson describes how to perform a simple death pose. Oh, I guess it's like an emote. Item activated emote. Interesting. Okay, so this one is down to Ziggelgund. So I think I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. The Raven. Fine, just writing something, hadn't finished. I'm good too. I'm still working on my comic. Making slow progress, but less slow than I was when I was working on the other thing. It's definitely like what I am passionate about and really want to work on, so that's going good. I have about it's not gonna sound like a lot, but I have like 2 complete pages. Well, they're not complete. They're not even complete. But I'm working from all my thumbnails. I'm doing a little bit at a time. And I have 2 complete. I guess I can say I have 2 complete inked pages. But I'm doing it in full color because I'm a crazy person. Like anytime people see my comics that I've done, and they know that I've done it all by myself, they're like, "You're fucking insane. You do like." You had this one guy who didn't like it. He was like, I asked for constructive criticism, and he was like, "Oh, honestly, I don't think it's very good." I'm like, "Well, that's not really constructive." And he did give me constructive criticism, but he also was just like, "I don't think it's very good." But the one thing he admitted, he's like, "This is a fucking shit ton of work for one person, and you keep doing more and more and more, and like you're updating it like when I was working on it full time, or when not even full time, but just when I was working on it, I was like uploading like multiple pages like every fucking day." And he's like, "You update like a motherfucker." But yeah, I have two. I'm definitely not working on it like I was then. I've got 2 complete inked pages right now. Out of, I think the total thumbnail pages I have planned or the total pages I have planned is about 30. But I'm also not trying to like absolutely finalize even all my thumbnails, cause this motherfucker poisoned me, bitch. Can I take that off? Anyway, yeah, I haven't. I think that's the one problem. I think why your first 2 issues are not as good as they could have been, because I was doing the thing where I was trying to do it like webcomic format, where I was uploading like pages like on a regular basis. So like all I had was like the thumbnailed pages planned out, and then I was like pumping out like 2 fucking pages a day. But the thing that happens when you do that is you're not giving your now that I was doing it with the fantasy comic, now that I'm doing it with this one, I'm like, it doesn't really give you time to like really. First of all, it doesn't give you time to like make the art as nice as it could be if you spent more time on it. And also, it doesn't give you like time or like it doesn't give you a chance to like look at it as much as you're doing it, to go especially in like the thumbnail page, to go a thumbnail stage, to go like, could I tweak this, could I change this, could I make it better, could I do something different here. So like I said, I have 29 pages, but and that's cut down significantly from what I had planned before like, years ago. But yeah, I'm open to like still editing it as I go. It's like, you know, the first draft is never it, and as I said, I think that was part of my issue the first time. Not that I did like just one draft necessarily, but like as soon as I figured out how I wanted to do the panels, I kind of just stuck with it. And it's like, no, like, give it a little more time to mess around with it, experiment, see if there's like a more interesting way of doing something, a more dynamic way of doing something. Like that's definitely like a major thing that I'm trying to improve on is like, okay, here's a straight on shot of whatever's going on. Like what's a more interesting angle? Get some more like foreshortening. Like if I'm punching somebody, is it do like this instead of like that? Like those are all the things that you kind of want to, just to make it more interesting, more exciting. Now I do remember when I was in college, I did my, and I studied art, and I did my comic, like, I think it was like the first draft around of like the second issue, because I did like the crazy thing of like ended up redoing both of them, but like the first time around is what I did for like my senior project, and not my senior project, I don't remember, I think it was just like my final, or like one of my projects for one of my classes, and I did it. Now then the thing, I made two mistakes. First, I just did whatever like 5 pages or whatever I had next in the comic, which was stupid because it was all like dialogue scenes, which is like the least interesting artistically that you could do. And it was not my best art either. And there was another guy in the class who also had decided to do a comic. Fucking stole my fucking idea. No, just kidding. But he also decided to do a comic, and now his drawing was like incredible. Like his character, like his characters and his poses and everything were like leagues better than me. But then there's like, his comic, like the thing is, like you couldn't tell what the fuck was actually happening in the comic because every single fucking panel was like this, super exaggerated, super like dynamic pose, all this stuff. And it's like, if you've ever read Scott McCloud, I have basically my Bible of comics, of like how to do comics. And in that he says like, yes, you want like a lot of dynamic poses and stuff, but you don't want every fucking panel to be like that, because first of all, it's not going to be clear what's going on. Second of all, it's like part of the reason why the dynamic, exciting panels are fucking exciting and dynamic is because they're in contrast to the, can you imagine a movie where every fucking shot of the movie is just things exploding, right? Now the thing is, this is the clear part of in my head where like, okay, his art was like a trillion times better. But like that was the clear part in my head where it's like mine was, well, actually I wouldn't say necessarily mine was better, because it was kind of the opposite. Like all of his panels were too dynamic and you couldn't tell what the fuck was going on. And all of my panels were very clear what was going on, but they were all just like straight shots of like people talking, fucking boring, right? And like, but I tried to make that point, and the problem is you're talking to an art class that isn't specifically a comics and sequential sequential like storytelling class. So they kind of like, I don't think anyone took me seriously when I was explaining that. Well, I'm like, dude, I read your comic, and like the fucking art is like a trillion times better than me, but like until and I think in his thing he like explained what the story was, and I'm like, dog, if you hadn't explained it, I wouldn't have known neither I nor anyone else in this class would have known what the fuck was happening. But yeah, nobody really took me seriously, and they probably thought I was just being like insecure, and I'm like, no, like I'm like, acknowledge your art is like a million times better than me. But you also need to know how to tell a story. It's not just drawing cool shit that looks cool. Like you need to actually, if you want to do a comic, you need to know how to actually tell a fucking story. Not just having punches flying left and right and don't even know what the fuck is going on. It's like when you're watching a movie and they make everything all dark as shit because they think it looks so cool. And it's like, motherfucker, I can't tell who is getting hit. I can't tell who. I can't follow this fucking fight. Like, but yeah, I was just like, that was the one thing where I was like, okay. And I think that I'm improving on that now, because as I said at the time, well, at the time it was 2 problems. First of all, it was a couple problems. First of all, my drawing was not that good. Second of all, I decided to choose, instead of like choosing the parts of the comic that would be visually cool, I just was like, oh, these are the next 5 pages in the comic, I'll just do those. And then third was just having like not very interesting. I mean, it wouldn't have been very interesting anyway because it was all just like talking basically, but it wasn't like the exciting part of the story. But well, then there's the fact that I probably shouldn't have had that many pages in a row of just like, see, that's the thing I'm trying to cut down now. I'm trying to like cut down the like the talking or like exposition scenes like to just what is necessary. People don't want to read like 5 pages of just like motherfuckers like discussing what they're gonna do. So Master Pokemon says the most I've ever done was like a sheet using only black, gray, and white, and there was still very little since it was to just make a small scene. No, that's good. You got to start somewhere. I mean, I'm still struggling doing like the layouts of the scenes. Like that's probably the thing that I struggled most with in the comic is like scenes in like larger spaces, more characters. Like fuck, and like I just figured out how to use like the fucking perspective ruler on Clip Studio because I've never been able to figure it out on other programs, and even on this one I hadn't used it for a while. I'm like, oh wait, there's a fucking perspective ruler, so I try to figure it out. It like makes it way fucking easier to like lay out like a big room or scene. Like actually the pages I'm working on right now is like one of my characters kind of like infiltrating like this fucking building, and I'm like, when I was doing it before, it was a fucking nightmare trying to like, because you're thinking about the perspective at the same time as you're like thinking about what you're drawing. It's just, yeah, so it's made it way easier, but it's still a difficult thing, you know. And like the thing is like the anatomy in my drawing got criticized a lot in like the first couple issues, which is ironic considering that like anatomy was like what I was like specializing in school. But the thing is, it doesn't always transition super well from like, you know, if you can draw if you can draw good anatomy on like a full sized sheet of paper, but now you're drawing like in like a panel like this big, and it's like, well, if you're doing it digitally, you should really be doing it on a larger scale and then scaling it down, which I'm really only finally like taking full advantage of. It's just there's a lot of adjustment to like a digital canvas. Like I'm only just now like starting to use like layers effectively and other like tools digitally. Like for a long time I was just kind of just treating it like a traditional canvas but digitally. And it's like there's a lot of things that you can do that make things a lot more like straight, like just a lot easier. All right, we're gonna try this quest. Enough talking for now. Let's get this done. Hopefully this is not a fucking nightmare. Now that the difficulty's decreased and from the last time, and I've leveled up a little bit. I'm 1 level over the quest level. I think this should not be a problem now. Alright, let me get your message in a second. Let me get through this fight. Oh, I forgot to use my flashing blades, is it flashing blades? Whatever the and we died. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to my health. Okay, well at least this motherfucking Raven didn't die. And it res me right where I was. Thank God for that. Alright, so I don't have to do it all over again. The Raven doesn't give a shit if you die. That's good. Alright, yeah, let me just focus for a minute here. Because I ain't gonna get another res at location. That was my one free res at location. Can I just run ahead on these fuckers? Yeah. remember to use my area of effect one. Remember to remove conditions. Throw this on, throw this on, throw this on. Throw on a heal. Yeah, boy. There we go. It's better. Can I use the food real quick? Also, I didn't realize I could use my, some of my items I have equipped actually have a use on them, like this pocket item. I just switched back to this pocket item though, because I think last time the one that I got I thought was better, but actually this one is better that I was using before, and has a use that increases your might, which I was going completely unnoticed by me before. But yeah, some of the items that you can equip have uses. Like that's a pocket item, which I think I knew that those had uses. Like they have an active use, but apparently some of the other ones do too. So from now on, when I get a new item, I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm checking to see if. Master Pokemon says, one thing I'm trying to learn how to do is draw pixel art. First pixel art character for my life. No, yeah, I want to do that as well. Cause Drawfee, they made like a very, very little game. It was really more like a interactable room. But yeah, Jacob made like pixel art for all of their characters from like Drawtectives. It was really cool, and I'm like, now I want to do that. He was using like a program specifically for pixel art, and I don't remember what it was called, but at the time I was like, man, I'd like to try it. And then I kind of forgot about it till just now. Alright, cool. So this quest, yeah, it was just because I was on motherfucking Fearless. I was fighting for every breath. Good. Yeah, I didn't really want to, at the time, I didn't want to like give up and decrease the difficulty just for that, but now that I've done it anyway until I level up a bit more, glad I got that done. What is this I have? Oh, also let me not forget to use my little, I've got an experience boost too. Alright, so I can turn this in, and now I can use these reputation items I have. So that's good. Oh, fuckface. Yeah, honestly, now I'm not actually sure when I'll go back up to Fearless. I do still want to. Well, we'll see. Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna get to the level where I'm not under-leveled. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I came here because I was under-leveled for shit in Angmar. And now I seem to be... Actually, I'm not under-leveled too badly here. I don't know why this one specific quest that she gave me is level 48, but the other ones are only one level above me. Alright, let me see. Where is this person I need to talk to about the Raven? Here we go. Send League. How she managed to get lost among wargs is a mystery to me, but obviously it was through no fault of my own. She seems to be beckoning towards the icy cliffs to the west. I believe my fellowship must have been there within the last day or two. I think we'll be able to follow the trail if Linden here is able to raise her spirits. Okay, maybe this is how I ended up under level. Because he has like a whole line of stuff for me. We are ready to trek onwards to reunite with my fellowship, but Linden is still sick. I think the poor bear is starving. His paw has been at his stomach all day. He'll surely liven up if he has a meat in his belly. The moose in this forest should do nicely. If you can hunt the moose for me and bring me some meat, we should be able to get underway soon. I'm so sorry for all this trouble. The moose graze in the forest surrounding us. Thank you, my friend. Alright, let's go kill some fucking moose. Some more meese. How many fucking meese have I killed since I got here? Kill some more meese. I'm not going the right way, I don't think. Some meese. I know I saw some meese on the way. Also, let me repair my shit. See if I can sell anything. I don't really know what those are used for. Okay, I got more pure black furs. Can I turn those in real quick too? That'll give me some XP. I'm actually almost 46, I realized. Almost. Was it pure black fur? Yeah. I can do a couple more of those. One more of those. I feel like this guy looks a little bit like Sabretooth. Alright, let's go. Kill some meese, kill some meese. Oh, let me check something real quick. So they said like that one item had an on-use thing. One of the other things I was looking at had an on-use thing. It wasn't one of the ones I was using. But I'm just curious if anything has anything. I don't think so. I think it's just the yeah, it's just the what is this? Basic burglar tools, decrease the power cost on. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just the pocket item. And then I also forgot I have this horn as well. So I was not quite using all the tools at my disposal. I do like that this game has like a bunch of like specialized equipment and stuff like that, and then it has equipment, class specific equipment you can craft, and I don't know, I think that's cool. I feel like it does a level of like immersion for me as well. Oh my god, I got burglar's tools, I got like a pocket item I can use. That's kind of cool. Now where'd all the fucking meese go? Here we go. What? What? That moose had no meat on it. It was like the second fucking skeleton moose I've run into in the past how many streams. I had another quest that I had to get moose meat, and a moose did not drop the meat. The meese did not drop the moot. You have no meat? It might only be the specific one. No, it doesn't say the specific one, man. Yeah, motherfucker. What's up with all these goddamn skeleton mooses? Skeleton meese. I've killed 2 meese now that had no meat on them. There we go. No more skeleton meese, please. Go. Alright, the skeleton meese must have been a fluke. I'm sure they have like a pretty dang high drop rate, but it must technically not be 100. I do appreciate in this game that mostly every enemy you kill will drop at least 1 item of what you need. I mean, assuming it's like a gather quest like this, obviously if you're like searching for something specific item, it's not gonna always drop, but uno mas moose. Nope. Another skeleton moose. Fuck. That moose had no meat on its bones. We're just gonna kill this thing. Because I can. Because I can. Because I fucking can, bitch. It's funny that that fucking thing, that elemental fucking storm motherfucker dies faster than a moose. Yeah, this game is telling you don't fuck with moose. Don't fuck with meese. It's true. It's also one. I mean, I've not. I don't think if I have ever seen one, but they always say it's bigger. The meese are bigger than you think they are. However big you think a moose is, they're bigger than that. Apparently giraffes are too, because I was looking at something that people were like, it's like their heads are like 3 feet long. Like, fucking what the fuck? Like, I mean, I have seen one in the zoo. It's been a really long time. I guess I do remember them being fucking big, but I feel like you just forget that they're like ginormous. You just think their necks. They're like, your necks are really long. I know they're really tall, but you don't think of them being like giant, like having heads like that big. Even if you've seen one in person, I feel like you forget. I've been to the zoo. I've seen them. Yeah, that's like an internet thing I saw somewhere. Is like the animals that are bigger than you think and the animals that are smaller than you think they are. Let's go. Alright, I should be hitting 46 pretty soon. That'd be good, and then I can go pick up where I left off. Alright. It seems Lyndon's sensitive stomach is not as grateful as I am for your help. He is of the highest breed, you see, and must be fed lean, tender meat. I promise not to trouble you again, if you can only supply him with some suitable food. I have overheard the Lasoth, wonderful people, you know, saying something about an immense elk buck who keeps watch over the southern end of the forest. Surely his flanks would be strong and rich for Lyndon here. I think you will find him if you journey southwest into the start of the foothills just beyond the southern shore. A bag of weak blasting powder consumed on use. 15-second daze, 100% break chance on damage. This powder ignites when thrown at an enemy, making a bright flash and a loud noise. It will halt the target's actions for a short period. Any damage inflicted will break its stupor. Interesting. This game has some fun items sometimes. Oh, also, against my better judgment, because I already have so many games I'm playing right now. Against my better judgment, I just started a new game called Return to Moria. So it's I'm thinking of it because it's another it's another Lord of the Rings game. It's pretty solid so far. It's like it's just like a survival based building game where you play as a dwarf who basically, so Gimli starts like a fucking expedition into Moria, and then you as a lone dwarf actually end up getting like trapped in there by yourself, so you gotta survive. And I'm not very far yet. I just started it the other night. And I'm probably not gonna try to play it like a ton. I was trying to avoid playing it, like starting it, because it was another like one that's probably gonna be like really time consuming. So I'm trying to stick to just playing it in small doses, because as I said, I'm already playing so much now. Like, I would like to play this game more, but I really don't play it very much at all off stream, because I'm playing so many other things. My goal right now, though, is to get through Oblivion. But then that was, like, having, like, a bug, which was fucking me up. So, hopefully they will fix it soon, or hopefully they've already fixed it. Yo, you know this wouldn't have even been possible on the fearless mode. Not with the way I was doing it anyway. There we go. Nice. Oh yeah, about the Return to Moria though, like, it's fun so far, but like I just now got to a point where there's like some stability, because man, I was getting killed and killed and killed like over and over again. I don't want to give y'all like any like spoilers of how it goes, but yeah, you do run into some enemies, and they like, yeah, anyway, it's, I mean, it's not really spoilers for like a survival game, but yeah, I just don't want to get into specifics. It's fun. You should just experience it yourself. It's it's pretty good so far. But yeah, I was just getting, I mean, you know how those fucking survival games are. Like, you just get killed, then you lose all your items. You start back at a certain point, because I didn't make a bedroll yet. I think I was like, I think I either didn't realize what I was supposed to do next according to the guide, or I put it off too much, just like exploring, and then got my ass killed, and like I hadn't made a fucking bedroll yet, so I was like spawning at like the beginning of the game, and like run back, then like, oh, then my fucking like weapon broke, go all the way back, and then I finally did the make, because you're basically supposed to make your base. I finally made my base. And then, like, right as I finished making your base, finished making my base, there's like a scripted thing where they'll come like attack you. I fucking died again. Go back. Then I went back again. Then I finally made a bedroll. I'm like, oh my god. Like, at some point, there's another game that I like that, called Conan Exiles. At some point, I'll have to get back to that as well. I got too much shit, man. Linden's spirits are finally picking up. It seems that after all this time, I should be packing to journey on with you instead of my fellows, but alas, I must be on my way to meet them. I will prepare to take my leave, but I thank you heartily for your assistance, and I know Linden thanks you in his way as well. Cool. Level up. Nice. You know, I wish these quests would leave me alone. I think I actually tried to do this war effort one, and I was like literally blocked out by it being content I don't have access to or some bullshit. That pissed me off. And then it keeps every fucking time. It's like, go do these missions. I'm like, fuck you. Go do these missions. Fuck you. I only tried it because somebody was telling me to do it, and then I fucking tried to do it, and it like was like blocked out of like the area or something. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like some VIP shit or something. I don't even remember. It was like additional. I don't even fucking know. But it wouldn't let me go into the area to actually do the thing. And I'm like, you could have told me this beforehand. Fucking scamming shit. That's what it felt like. It felt like I got scammed. Like you're, like I'm a whatever. You're offering me this quest. I go get the quest. I travel all the way over there, out of where I was. I get all the way there. I talk to the guy. I do whatever, and then I can't enter the area I needed to enter to do it. I'm like, kidding me? All right, so now we're continuing on. Let me check my. Do I have any points unlocked? Yes. Do I remember what they're supposed to go in? Maybe not. Probably some of this stuff. Critical chain attacks damage. Actually, let me check. This is like a 1. Oh, it makes both of them into single target skills. So this will no longer give me... This will no longer be a... No, I like having that one... having some like crowd damage. I know like having higher single yeah, we were looking at houses. A single target can be like better, but because they do more damage. Yeah, they become single target but deal more damage. Shit. All right, we'll put that off. I'm gonna put that off for now. Earns a skill trip when stealth stun an enemy to enable a fellowship maneuver. All right, whatever. Let's do this. Dance blades. Oh, okay. I was thinking on the other thing, positional attacks deal more damage, but I don't actually have those perks yet, so that wasn't doing me any good. All right. Anyway, let's do Dance of Blades, and that'll unlock me vital points at some point. Chance to lower your target's defense. Whatever. Let's go. Steady progress. I mean, I definitely like that I've just been focusing on this character. I get way too distracted in making alts. How long is this going to take me to run back over there? Spend the whole stream running. What is that? There's a fucking line in the song or some shit. Something the whole something running. There's Long Train running. Right? Doobie Brothers? I don't think that's what I'm thinking of though. Am I even... Okay. How do I feel like my camera like turning me off? Probably moved my monitor since the last stream. Talk to Thorth. Dwarves and mammoths. Where even is Forochel? Oh, it's way up here. The Northlands. Forochel is in the north. I'm not sure what kind of accent I'm trying to do. I just felt like saying it's in the north. Or is this a special news? Oh man, I kind of want to do that, but I don't want to. I don't want to have. If I die, I don't want to have to run all the way. I already have to run all the way. Yeah, my waypoint's on cooldown because I was in Bree before this, cleaning some stuff up. I need to get myself a house again. When I changed servers, my house and all the other houses in the Shire were not available. And I could just get another one, but I like my Shire house. And being free to play, I'm not allowed to have more than one house. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Because it's not like any of those houses are probably going to open up in the Shire. But I want a fucking Shire house. So I'm a little bit salty. What is going on? Why can't I target these guys? Oh, there we go. That was weird. I don't know why I can't target this guy. There we go. Oh, I got a new skill. Oh, no, I didn't, but it's improved. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I got an improved feint attack. I feel like that's doing more damage, but it might just be because these guys die pretty fast anyway. That does give you some positional damage, though, actually. Did something else change with this? Oh, I can now activate it without doing double-edged strike first? That's cool. Okay. Which actually means I could go directly into this, because I think this one does more damage when you do a feint attack. Yeah, because it allows your next attack to act as though you're acting from stealth. So yeah. Oh, I didn't realize. I think this one has... Does this have a shorter cooldown than that? Well, no, because I used that one, and then I used that one when I came back. Man, I love getting, like, new shit when I level up, though. When I level up and there's not a new thing, I get it, but also I want a new thing. fuck these Guardian guys. I gotta kill a bunch of them for Slayer. Anyway. What is that? Positional damage, quiet knife, 15 seconds. But I didn't know that lasted that long. That's the one that gives me positional damage? Okay. I'm gonna have to remember to actually like angle myself, I guess. I gotta kill more saber-tooths. Okay. Here, let me do that because that increases my might for 10 minutes. Alright. Oh, and then it's even longer walk than I thought because I have to go further than where I just was. But I can turn in a couple tasks real quick while I'm here. I feel stronger. It's probably because I don't have to wait for this one. This one's no longer limited by the use of double-edged, so that's pretty sick. Where, okay, camp's up here. It probably does more, does it do more damage too? I don't know. But I can definitely use it more often. And then, yeah, it critically multiplies, it does 20% more damage. It's awesome. Positional damage, excuse me, critical multiplier. That's probably what I've been waiting for all this time, is something like that. Is nice. That feels like we just got to like the crux of this, the quiet knife. What did I get improved thing from? Was it just from hitting level 46? I did get this. Striking at the weak links in your opponent's armor allows you critical chain attacks to deal more damage. Ignore 1% of block, parry, and evade, plus 10% critical response skill damage. Yeah, if it feels like I finally got to the crux of like this skill tree of having improved feint attack. That's what it feels like to me. Alright, I can do this one more time, right? Nice. Alright, let's go. Do I want to sell some stuff, use some stuff? Oh, I forgot. The whole point was so I can use these now. I can sell some stuff real quick. Alright, onward. It's gonna take a little. It's gonna take a little bit. Okay, I still got half an hour left on my experience boost. Monster kills. Item XP from monster kills. XP from quest completions. Mountain combat XP. What is the deal with mounted combat in this game? Are there only specific instances where you can use it, or what? Or do you need a specific mount? I unlocked something from a loot box. I had a couple loot box keys. I unlocked some sort of something related to mounted combat, cosmetic or something. I don't know what that is. Mushroom hunter or something. I don't know. Yeah, so after this we go back to Angmar, continue the epic mission, the epic quest. At some point I do want to go back to Evendim, probably when I'm over leveled, to finish these ones. Especially this one. I really wanted to see the ending of like reclaiming the Silithar for Aragorn. I was excited for that, and then they made it a fellowship quest, and I was like, I don't even know if I can even do it. I didn't even try to do it, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back and do that. Dude, these NPCs are so cool. I think that's cool, really cool. The guys on the little snow sleds. That's pretty cool. I like anything that makes games seem more immersive. Preferably like mechanics, but I like stuff like that too. That makes the world feel more living to me. Rather than just like NPCs just like standing around. Hell yeah, bitch. How much of this ancient iron ore do I have? 38. That makes 19 ingots. I'm just kind of curious what I got going on with that. This uses elf steel. This uses ancient steel and elf steel. Jesus, man. Ranged weapons, elven steel. Elven steel, you have to refine. Oh, it just takes coal. That's not okay. That's not a big deal. You can literally just buy that. Never mind. So it's basically just ancient steel. Cool. 19 elf steel. Each of these requires 2. Sorry, it's just trying to do some math. The crafting is sometimes annoying. Just curious where I'm going to end up with that when I get around to it. I still got to catch up on my barrow iron crafting, weaponsmithing. Oh man, I don't know, this feels so easy again. I'm only on one tier below that shit, but I feel like I'm lower than that even. Maybe it's just because those fuckers are weak. I think those garden guys are just made of glass. Because even on Fearless, they were like the one thing that I was consistently able to kill. Like even on Fearless, these fuckers were not very difficult, honestly. Even on Fearless 1, they kind of sucked. This doesn't seem like a path. I'm on the path. That doesn't seem like a path to me. Alright, we're almost there. Go talk to this guy. Yeah, that dude died. I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. I was like, oh, he's dead already. Okay, cool. Okay, so now I'm facing the biting winds. Do I need to use... Is that when I need to use the warmth against the cold? I don't know. Let me sneak up on this bitch. That was a bit of lag. I'm stuck in that trap, man. Holy fuck. I'm gonna get to where I have a fucking another waypoint before I do anything like that. I'm not trying to die horribly and go back a million years. Alright, we're almost there. Let's go on and get there. trap don't stop me, man. I got ranged weapons too. I can throw a knife in your fucking back, bitch. Think you throw a trap on me and run away, it'll do some shit. Alright, oh yeah, we almost got, oops, I didn't mean to unstealth there. We almost got... Throw a rock at your bitch ass. Throw a knife at your face. Cool. Cause my... Yeah, I only got one stun break, it's on cooldown. It's got a decent freaking cooldown on it. So it's nice to know I have some options. I always thought the throwing options were fun. They don't do like, the throwing knife does like basically 0 damage. The rock throw is actually like, it seems to me like an actually decent. Oh, it's my my Slayer Deed accelerator is still on there. That's why. Nice. Should go around to killing some saber-tooths too. Grims, I'm almost. Saber-tooths. Oh, the dour hands are around here too? Man, everyone's trying to get fucked up today. Everyone's trying to catch the. I was gonna say catch these hands. It's more like everyone was trying to catch these daggers. Actually, my character doesn't use daggers. He's using a club and a sword. But you get the idea. The fucking dour hands. Fuck sticks. The fuck stick dour hands are here. Dour hand slayer. Yay. So does that mean this is like an infiltration level shit? Or what? Where am I going? Because I gotta talk to a guy inside of here. So much for having a waypoint that I can go to. That's fine, a bit of challenge. Mayhaps. Mayhaps a bit of challenge. Yeah, what up, bitch? You've discovered the Ice Reeve mines. Pretty cool. What's this about? What is this about? Oh, here we go. What is this fucker? Where is this fucker? There's a mailbox over. There's a milestone over there. Man, I thought there was no fucking thing over here. How do I get over there, man? Did I come at the wrong angle? We gotta go around the long way. Ah, fuck faces. It's a big ass wall. I'm a little ass hobbit. I gotta go around the long way. Where's your entrance, man? Here we go. Have any tasks I can do? Broken Greatsword. Gilded Sword Sheath. What's this? Must have completed the quest, the first gear. Oh, that's the one in the gears are the ones in the fucking I guess I'll have to go to Arid Lewin at some point. I finally got some Athelas. Oh, you know what I forgot to put on now? I forgot to put on my bacon. You've discovered Zigglezund. Zigglegund. Alright, let me turn in what I have first. Ooh, burglar dude. Hey, what's up, burglar dude? I've lost my marbles. Will you help me find them? Oh, hey, what's up, CMCB? Pardon me, my good hobbit, but can you help an Egglan, far from his home out? I am having the worst luck. The bag what was holding my marbles split open, and by the time I noticed it, all the marbles were gone. Then, even worse, is that I saw a beast out in the snows there gobble one up. And I do not think it was the only marble what was lost that way either. It is a bit disgusting, I would agree, but I need those marbles back. A burglar needs his whole bag of tricks. Bring me back my marbles. You will have to dig through more than one kind of creature's stomach, I would wager. At your service. At your service. Are you at my service? You're at my service. I like the sound of that. Where's the guy that I'm actually supposed to talk to, though? Turn tasks. Turn in tasks. Where Norsu die. I lost my spear in the side of a mammoth, can you believe it? I was hunting nearby, just south of here, and I saw a beauty of a beast with a pair of amazing tusks, and I thought one of them would make a fine trophy over my mantelpiece back home. It was a fine, straight cast, but the stupid thing just ran off with my spear sticking out of its flank and left me behind feeling a fool. Will you look for it? I would be surprised if the beast made it very far. If you find its corpse, bring back one of its tusks too. Your pardon, but I could really use a bit of assistance. I've got a good friend, a hunter by the name of Juhani, who was due back a good while ago. Oh, that's a special fellowship quest. Dwarves and mammoths. Oh, I can use the forge. Dwarves and mammoths. Welcome to Zigglezund. I am Thorth. So you've been through some of the Lostoth lands, I gather, if Aura sent you. She does not trust outsiders easily. When our expedition first passed through there some time ago, I took some doing to get her so much as let us pitch a tent within Pentipalda during a blizzard. Alright, I got a ring. Agility. Vitality, max power, might. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. I need some, I need some... Oh, I can upgrade my task limit. Nice. I need some... I forgot what I was going to say. I need some, something. Greetings, Hobbit. I am Thorth, the head of the expedition to the Ice Reef Mine, such as it is. We were expecting a convoy, but recently I received news that it was attacked. Bad enough it was carrying foodstuffs and armor supplies. Those can be acquired locally with only a little effort. But it was also carrying mining picks, and those cannot be so easily replaced. Forge new ones. Do you have any idea of the work that goes into a superior dwarf pick? To make something that can hew the hardest stone and extract the most precious of metals therefrom? Bah! No, if we're to support ourselves by mining, we must have our picks back. They were scattered around Norsuhauta, the mammoth graveyard, just south of here. Retrieve them, and you shall be rewarded. A lot of quests. Elk, haunches, feed the need. We're trying to run water from the springs to nearby encampment. I want a hot path. I don't think that's too much to ask, do you? Not in this unrelenting cold. The great winter worms have other ideas. 3 water channels in particular, they've disrupted our work. Okay. So, do you fancy yourself a bit of a hunter? Of course you do. If you make it through the wastes of Forochel without collecting a tidy variety of trophies. Well, if you're looking for a challenge, I've got one for you. Defeat 15 Peko in Lansi Ma. Man, I really want to use the forge right now, but I'm not going to take up y'all's time with crafting. Deed bestowed. Complete tasks throughout Middle Earth. What is that? Okay. I guess I completed a certain number. Oh, I completed 200 tasks. That's why I got an upgraded task limit. Nice. All right. Onward we go. About 40 minutes left in stream. Not too bad. All right, what am I doing? Defeating winter worms, collecting dwarf picks, elk haunches, finding a mammoth, and finding marbles. That was fun. I've never seen that shit do that shit before. I've never seen that shit do that shit before. I was fighting a lot of those guys. I've never seen that shit do that shit before. I haven't. Oh, these guys. Okay. They also have the marbles in their stomachs. Actually, I think I was here before. Or maybe it was no, it was probably a different cave. But well, I got one of the marbles back. Let's take that bleeding effect off. Stab this fucker in the back. This is a very small cave, or I'm going the wrong way. I got very easily turned around there. Okay. Doing too much spinning and twirling and running around these fuckers. Oh man, I might have to increase the difficulty again. I lowered it because I wasn't getting through like shit. Or I was getting through shit like molasses, but now I'm feeling it's too easy again. I only turned it down one notch. Man, I was on Fearless level 1. I turned it down one notch. And now it's too easy again. He said as he had a lot less health than he thought he did. There we go. But I was fighting like a bunch of those guys. Let me heal up a little bit. How long is my food gonna last? 10 minutes, okay. The Great Snow Matron. Here's it talking about too easy. Here's a challenge. Hopefully a challenge. Let's fuck that bitch up. my god. Might have to throw my blasting powder in her face. If I can remember where the fuck I put it. Nope. 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 Did not work. I don't think I hit that fast enough. I was like, fuck, where's that? Where did I put it on my bar? I fucking forgot where I put it. I don't know if it would have worked anyway. It's supposed to do like a long-term stun. That's alright. I was complaining it was too easy, so I guess they answered my careful what you wish for. Alright, we got a bunch of elks. Let's kill some elks. That'll be nice. Change of pace. Kill some elks for a minute. That should be easy. Oh, they have some marbles in their stomachs too. You got ate up by all sort of animals. There's a lot of elk meat that I need. Kill more of these fuckers. Because I can. Okay, I'm not sure why I did that. That skill will always just go off completely randomly. I must be hitting Alt 1 by accident. And meanwhile, that skill is not going off when I want it to. There are a freaking ton of elk around here. There are way more than you could ever ask for. This is the most of like one enemy that I've seen in an area when you have to kill a lot of them. Usually you have to go searching around a little bit, even if you have to kill like 60 of them. This is asking me for 20 and they're all within a few feet of each other. Nice. Keep killing this guy for funsies. Keep killing these guys for funsies because I got to kill 200 of them, which may or may not actually happen, but See, this is why I like that throw stone skill. It actually like seems to be like a leveled skill. It does like a good chunk of damage. I actually think that's actually pretty handy for a burglar who only has access to like one other ranged skill, which does 0 damage. It's not bad for situations where these guys stun me and I don't have my stun break. My stun break's on cooldown. I can throw a big stone in their face and do a decent chunk of damage. As opposed to just stand there waiting for him to... No idea how they play. Never played the burglar. It's so much fun. I mean, granted, I feel like it took a bit to get going. So I just hit level 46 and I just now got improved feint attack, which is why I'm doing some really nice damage here. Cause like from, I don't know, I'd say the last at least 10 levels, I feel like things were taking a long time to die. And I was even saying that, like, I was on Fearless and it was too hard, so I decreased the difficulty. And then it was, like, fine. And then I hit 46, got improved feint attack, and now everything's just fucking dying. Because before level 46, this skill is locked behind this skill, which is locked behind getting a crit. So you get a crit, then you can use this skill, then you can use this skill, and this skill is really good because it allows you to do a stealth attack as if it was from stealth, again, even though you're not in stealth in the middle of combat. And then when you hit 46, and along with improved feint attack no longer being needed to use double-edged strike, it also gives you 5% positional damage, plus 20% melee damage, plus 20% burglar skills critical multiplier. Like, I can't tell you what 100% of that means, but I can definitely tell you it's making a massive difference in how fast things are dying here. So it did take a little bit to hit its stride. Like the first 20, 30 levels, you're killing things pretty fast with crits and stuff. And then I feel like from 30 to like 45, things are dying a lot more slowly. And then at 46, now I'm just slashing motherfuckers' throats left and right. So I mean, they'd be dying even faster if I had my rotation better, but just unlocking this, I'm not sure. I'm adjusting to it. Because it used to be, you know, I would attack from stealth using that. Then I'd get aim and get a crit, which would give me, this would give me a guaranteed crit, which would give me this, which would give me this, which would give me stealth surprise strike, and then I'd like rinse and repeat. But now that this is available all of the time, it's actually kind of throwing me off a little bit. So I'm not sure what the adjusted rotation would be. And yeah, then combined with ADHD brain, I'm just like, button mash. But it's working. So far, anyway, it's working fairly well. And then you get a lot of like little debuffs and stuff that typically I will throw at enemies if they are a bit stronger. Like this one causes their skills to fail and take longer to execute. This one increases your damage and return damage, but you can't parry, evade, or block. You've got a daze. You've got a guaranteed crit. You've got this one weakens enemy defenses, increasing damage taken, increases their damage taken, decreases their finesse, critical defense, and resistance, and gives you additional melee damage. And it doesn't break stealth, so like I could So like I could start with that, which then doesn't break my stealth, and then I can stab him, and then I can activate like all of my shit, and I can use the improved feint attack, and then he's already dead. Although granted, those guys are like kind of little pussies, because even on Fearless I was killing them when I wasn't killing anything else. But yeah, that's my take on Burglar so far. But considering the level cap is like 150 and I'm only 46, take that as you will. I kind of lost track of what I was doing. We'll just keep killing these guys because I can. Because fuck them. I mean, I think you kind of can just like mostly with this improved feint attack. I think you kind of mostly can just button mash, because you just hit that when it's off cooldown, and it'll like literally make all of your fucking other attacks do more damage. So it might not really fucking matter that I'm just mostly just button smashing now. It really frees up my rotation, I think. Yeah, because it literally makes all of your shit do more damage. The only thing that I probably should be doing is going around the fuckers. And also not using that out of stealth, because that made... There's literally no reason. That's a waste of that. I just used that out of stealth. I didn't need to do that. Alright, what do I gotta kill? So I finished the marbles. Gotta find the mammoth, collect dwarf picks, kill the great winter worms. I gotta finish these Peco. Alright, two more elk haunches. Okay, that I can do. I'm just killing this bear so he doesn't get in the way of me killing that elk. Alright, in addition to me needing to get the meat, I think these elk have to be fucking cold, man. They're everywhere. If this game had an ecosystem, it would be wrecked. Too many deer, not enough bears and saber-tooths and shit. So where is, okay, so this is green, this is down, oh, this is down there. Oh, I hate the tracking on this. Graveyard. 1 second, what the fuck am I doing? Let me, get rid of the complete ones real fast. Winter worms, dwarf picks, and mammoth, and Peco, okay. All right, let me go this way. This is the, oh yeah, here, the hot springs are over here. And the worms are mucking it up. Okay. Oh, by worm it means Drake. Okay. I was thinking like worm, because there are like worms in this game. Oh. Oh, fuck. I did not see that this was a strong bitch. Right here. Alright, so we throw on our... like, all our, like, debuffs and aims and everything, basically. And also try to get some more positional attacks, maybe. I gotta start getting used to that. Because, like, all of my traits and stuff are, like, increasing. Defeated the Great Winter Worm at the 4th door channel. Okay. Yeah, all of the trait line that I'm working on right now is increasing my positional attack damage, so... Alright, I'd kill this one just for fun. But I need to be going this way. What is this? Weakened armor wound. Kind of hard to focus on what I'm doing while also trying to go around him. Oh, man, that was close. Health food. Alright, where is this last one? Oh, forgot to stealth. Not a big deal. Oh, except I didn't really let myself heal all the way. Ouch. There we go. Alright, let me heal a little bit more first. Reputation. A bunch of these reputation items. Nice. Alright, let's try to get rid of the great one real fast. Then I can kill as many of the other ones as I want. But let me just find this one fucker first. Here he is. Well, I'm getting so many crits, I don't even really need that aim skill. I'm about to die, though. Ow. Oh god. Shit. I thought I was safe. Fuck.
What time is it?
10:45. I'll be done in stream ending in about 15 minutes. All right. We can watch something after if you want. Just something short. Alright, I'm gonna try to kill the rest of these guys. Since they're right over here. Alright, I'm gonna say I probably don't need to increase the difficulty actually. There are some enemies that are a little bit easy. But there seem to be plenty that are more difficult as well. I don't think I'm probably gonna try this big matriarch bitch again. But let's kill the last 5 of these fuckers. Oh, I may be able to turn in a lot of these tasks. That'll be good. Alright, one more fucker. Alright, let's go. One more worm. And then I got the dwarf mining picks. And the great mammoth. I'm gonna turn these ones in real quick. Oh, wait. Shit. The entrance is over here. Ah, oh, thank goodness. I missed these things. Want to watch me juggle them? No. Ah, well. Unfortunately, the missing marbles have not been the worst of me troubles. I do not believe this, and it is a bit embarrassing, honestly, but Someone has gone and stolen my belt pouch. A burglar burgled. I shall not soon live this down. If I had to guess, I would put the money on do not have any more, on the thief being a Garradon. There are not many beasts around here with thumbs to unhook a pouch. I wonder if they train up to burgle, too. But look here, I need my pouch. Will you help me again? You can find the Garradon thieves out in the wastes southeast of Ziggelgund. Thick leather overshoes, briefly undetectable in stealth. Stealth not broken by damage? Ooh. But minus 50% run speed. Flavor text says, these overshoes appear to have been patched numerous times. Using them will allow you to move stealthily, but you doubt that they will last for very long. Consumed on use. Cool. That's what I'm saying. There's some cool like little things like that in this game. Forochel Pioneer. How's my reputation looking with these fuckers? Lesoth Acquaintance. Feeding the needing. Mother of Beasts. Well, my fine hobbit, it would appear that there is method behind the recent madness of the snow beasts. The Pickle had been stirred up, you see, by the return of this great snow matron. Okay, see, now they want me to kill the matron. Okay. I thought her existence was a bit of legend told to us by the Lesoth as a cautionary tale, but it turns out she's quite real. Since she's come back, it is still all an honest dwarf can do to make his way through Lancima without having an ice boulder hurled at his head. Do us all a favor, Vinthar. Rid Itama of this threat. I believe she's within the same cave I told you about before, east and up the hill. Yep, and she already killed me once. But I get a nice earring out of that. Critical rating stuff. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Accept that quest. Give that shit another shot. Oh, well, we come into the end. I guess I can give that snow matron a quick try. Oh, and also let me do some tasks. I've got a lot of task stuff I can turn in. Unless I think I might have already reached my task limit though. I did get like the +1, but I still might be at my limit. I think it already told me I was at my limit.
What do you want?
There we go. Now I'm at my task limit. Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect amount. Because now I always just sell the extras. Let me sell some stuff. No, we'll do that later. I got 7 minutes left to stream. Let's try to do as much as possible. Let's give this matron a shot. Or kill the thief. We could kill the thief. We got to do that for the Warstang's pouch. He did not have it. Oh, my phone would die. Gotta plug in my damn phone. Oh, I forgot that has a little bit of a stun on it too. I just completely forgot about that one. She's in that room. I don't know. I don't really feel like killing all these guys. Yeah, she's over here. I'm gonna clear the way though. All right, we gotta put our might thing on. Cooldown timer not expired. Yeah, it did. What? What do you mean it didn't expire? Excuse me, what the fuck are you talking about? It didn't expire. There we go. Do I have my agility food on? Let me eat my agility food. Oh, I can eat that in stealth. Cool. Okay. Alright, well here we go. Shouldn't be that bad. I must have whiffed it somehow. Okay, yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I must have just whiffed it before. Maybe my heal wasn't off cooldown or something. Cool. Yeah, it was not bad at all. Where's the exit? This way. I'm making almost perfect time. 3 minutes left. And go turn this in. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to follow. If y'all watching on YouTube later, don't forget to subscribe. This was a fun one. I didn't spend too much time running around earlier, I don't think. We got some good content here. Making some good progress through Forochel. Hopefully sooner rather than later we'll be able to go back to Angmar and continue the epic story. I'll go see if anyone else is streaming right now. I can send you all over to a raid. But we got a few minutes left. It would seem there are more and more reasons to sing your praises, Raventhar. You've done well by me and mine. I got a better earring. Where to go? I got so much shit in my inventory.